Professor Ataman. I'm Lauren, and this is my third video blog on the article that we read about data mining. According to the article, an advantage of data mining would be that it gives the customer or the viewer a personalized internet experience. So, with this, there would be targeted ads specifically for me that they think that I like based on my previous experience on the internet, so just what I've been searching recently. So, since they would know what I like or what I have liked in the past, this means then that these ads are more useful because they're targeted to me, they're more specific. Because of these targeted ads, you're more likely to find what you want or what you are searching for in a quicker manner because these ads are already targeted to you based on what you have already stated or showed that you like. Also, through data mining, customers may be introduced to a product that they would never have heard of or even thought of that is similar to one that they just bought because it would be recommended. Such as on Amazon, if you buy a book or if you order a book on Amazon.com, then you will randomly get a recommendations list of books that are similar to that book. So it can actually introduce a customer to a product they would never even thought of that they may end up really enjoying. So that would be a definite advantage to data mining on the customer's end. Disadvantages of data mining would be, number one, you have no control over what the shared information of you is. Because of this lack of control, this causes many people to worry about, possible privacy issues such as fraud or social security theft, identity theft. Also, people just see data mining as a negative thing, as a negative process. Since people think it's creepy that, your information is shared out there and that, other companies are buying it so that they can target you specifically, people are creeped out by this, and that then makes them have a negative view of data mining, which then may also make them annoyed with it. They might be annoyed that they constantly are seeing a specific ad because, the company has been told, they have inferred from your data that you shop at Target. So you're constantly going to be seeing the same Target ad over and over and over. And then you can have it in your head, and you'll have this song stuck in your head. It just gets annoying to see this repetition. Another disadvantage is that if the data is wrong, then you will be miscategorized or mislabeled, and then that category, depending on how they put you, might prevent you from getting a service that you actually deserve, such as with credit cards. If somehow, the information was screwed up where they put you down for the wrong credit score, then if other companies buy that information and they see that you have a terrible credit score, they'll put you in the category with bad credit, and then you will not see ads that are specifically for people or for products that you need good credit for. Poor information then leads to miscategorization, which can then lead to you missing out on certain services that you are actually qualified for. It means that I'm constantly being manipulated by businesses and marketers. Because they can see my certain information about me, my likes and interests, and my past experience on what I've been searching on the internet, then they can specifically target me with specific ads of products that they think I will buy or that I have bought or that I will possibly be interested in. So, it is a form of manipulation because now it's targeted ads tend to be more successful. Now, after reading this article on data mining, I definitely tightened up the privacy settings on my Facebook profile. Now, because that is the only information that is shared about me that I can control, I thought I'd take advantage of that and, try to limit it to my friends or my Facebook friends, to people who I know. So, because of this data mining, this invasive data mining and the sharing of your information and then using it to then make businesses successful, I think people will now be tighter if they already haven't been. They'll tighten up the privacy settings on their social media sites such as Facebook profile, their Twitters, YouTube channels. I am a very private person, so I would not normally be making a video of myself talking, but this is an assignment. So companies are now Not that they would want this information that I'm saying, but they are now able to use whatever information I tell in this video. So, it just makes you think twice about what you share because of what you can control. For businesses, data mining then means having a successful marketing campaign. So as I've said, through data mining, you can find out your customer base. You can categorize them by their interests, by how often they come, their frequency, by the profit that they give you, by how much they normally spend, by what products they buy. You can categorize them as such, and then you will target specific ads to them. You can also send specific coupons to them so they get savings, and it will entice them to continue to purchase your product or at your business or your services. So for businesses, data mining is good. You get more information on your customers, and that then leads to profits. What businesses also have to think about is making a privacy policy that entices customers, that makes customers feel safe. Because they know now, we are now all aware of most of the data mining that's going on. And, it scares people. So it's up to the businesses to take advantage of how anxious we all are that our information is just out there, and to provide us with privacy policy that will calm us, that will reassure us that you are not sharing certain information that we find valuable, such as a social security number or something to that effect. Just some kind of privacy settings that customers know that our specific information like credit card numbers will not be sold to outside vendors. For the government, data mining then means that there's going to be a lot of issues regarding regulations and restrictions on data mining. People are very concerned about this, having their information shared and whatnot. There will be a major focus in the government on creating laws that regulate data mining. It's up to the government to regulate this so that businesses are happy and customers and just average citizens of the society, because the customers or the people would most likely want to have as many restrictions as they can on their private information. However, the businesses, it is good for business, and there's positives and negatives to data mining that I've mentioned previously. So government has to find a happy medium between these two point of views to then create a law that will make both happy or will just suffice in general. Data mining means a lot of security issues and a lot of fear. People are scared. They don't want their information shared, and they're worried that there's going to be a lot of more identity theft or theft regarding credit cards. The government will be pressured to make restrictions or regulations on the data mining, and to restrict businesses somehow with what information they will be able to buy about a person. Honestly, I'm not sure how much further it can go. I guess it can go pretty far, but after reading this article, and then the guy found his social security number just by giving him his name in just like three hours, I think. That's ridiculous. I thought social security number and credit card information would be more private, where companies wouldn't really have access to those kinds of things through data mining. So I thought that would already be pretty far as it is, but it's happening now, so it will probably continue in the future. Honestly, I'm not quite sure how much farther it can go after Social Security. That's a huge issue. I think because of social media and how popular that's become lately, younger generations are now used to sharing information. They see sharing information as like a social activity, where, through Facebook profiles and Twitter, we're almost encouraged as members of societies to speak up, to post something, to, make a status, just to keep up and to keep your connections with friends. So because the younger generation is now more okay with sharing information, I think with however far data mining ends up going, if it goes any further in the future, I think that it won't get a completely negative response, because the younger generation is just so used to sharing information, just voluntarily, whereas before, people did not do that. I personally would not like to have a personalized internet. Because honestly, it's being personalized by someone else who thinks they know me. Just because I've searched, a television show once doesn't mean that I actually like it or that I would like to see it. And that's where, the wrong information comes in. I guess a way to resolve the privacy issues with data mining without undermining the benefits of personalization of the internet would be to regulate what information is shared amongst companies and what information companies can buy from a website or something like that. So, information that should be kept within the website that you are on or the company that you are doing business or getting a service through should be social security number and credit card information. I guess that way it doesn't give you an identity online where this information that is sent to other companies that companies can buy to target you isn't really individual. It's used to group you into a group, but your name is not stuck to that information. So I think that will definitely help with the negative aspects of data mining while keeping a personalization of the internet. So just a regulation on the information that is being shared from company to company and that is being bought, a regulation of the information that can be bought, and whatever information they do sell, they don't really attach it to you specifically. Thank you, Professor Ataman, for listening, and I hope I answered your questions well.